John 2:14. Et invenit in templo vendentes boves, et oves, et columbas, et numularios sedentes. And he, that is Jesus, found in the temple those who were selling oxen and sheep and doves or pigeons, and also those sitting down who were money changers. Invenit, here the accent is on the second to last syllable, is our third person singular perfect active indicative from invenio. How do we know it's past tense and not present here, since morphologically they would look the same? Well, we can look at the Greek text that lies behind the Latin and see there an aorist, and so know with good confidence that this is meant to represent a past tense here, the perfect. He found in the temple, that is in the temple in Jerusalem. Remember, he went up to Jerusalem in the last verse. He found in the temple those selling, and here we might insert a word if we wanted to, homines, people or men, selling oxen and sheep, etc. Now, we don't actually need to add in homines because vendentes is the present participle from the verb vendo, vendere, to sell. And here it's acting as a noun. In other words, those in the process of selling, those people in the process of selling. And what were they selling? So vendentes is the accusative object of invenit. So, by the way, are these words, numularios sedentes. Those are also objects of invenit. Boves et oves et columbas, however, are objects of the participle. So remember, this is what a participle is. It functions like an adjective, but it has verbal force. That is, it represents not just a state of being, but an action. He found people selling oxen and sheep and doves or pigeons. And he also found, so again, numularios sedentes syntactically is on the same level as vendentes. He found some numularios. This is a fun word, literally people whose job it was to count coins. But here specifically, we know from context, money changers, money exchangers. We still have people who do this now, although actually it's not so much people unless you go to a bank as it is machines that accomplish this for us today. But Erasmus has a funny comment on this passage. He says, numularii, never exchange your money without complaining and kind of groaning about the hardship of having to do it for you. And he said, people do this in my day too. That is in the 16th century. You go to the money changers and they complain about having to give you, having to break up your large denominations into smaller denominations. So that's just kind of a funny comment on the age-old occupation of the numularii. And then finally, of course, sedentes, just like vendentes, is our present participle here from sedeo.